Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Yay!
And we're going to 111.
We are going to watch Avatar 111, Season 1, Episode 11. The fun one that everyone loves.
11.
Sorry, yes. Book 1, Chapter 11.
Yeah.
And this is going to be The Great Divide, everyone's favorite episode. Woohoo! So,
Wait, what?
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It's a joke for the fans, but you'll see, too. It is a good episode. It is a good episode. The last episode we watched was very intense with Jet. The animation's awesome. The story was intense. And it was kind of cool at the end. Sokka really stood up for himself, and I think he was right there, you know. And not everyone should be judged just because you're from one party, like the Fire Nation, doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person. You shouldn't kill innocents just because you're angry and want vengeance and blah, blah, blah. And of course, everyone could debate that, but in that scenario, I think Sokka did the right thing, saving the village and getting the villagers out before the dam exploded and all the water flooded their homes.
Ba-boom.
You can really feel for the characters in this, and the battle between Jet and Aang was awesome in the trees, and Katara at the end when she pinned Jet on the tree with the water and just froze him on there, and just just so intense and cool, and how she did that and how she sided with her brother was awesome.
I'd freeze them.
I just wanted to say one thing. If you're watching this, Miss Scala, thank you for encouraging my ideas.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, thank you very much. They have awesome ideas. So we're going to go into the Great Divide?
Yeah, they're making it
Are
tense.
you forgetting the tarp?
Right, got it.
Sokka, you're supposed to put the tarp on top of the tent. You know, so we don't get rained on.
Ordinarily, you'd be right. But seeing how it's the dry season, you're not.
You're infuriating!
Katara, why don't you worry about gathering the firewood? Because that kindling's looking pretty sorry.
Well, if you don't like my firewood...
Fine by me, if you're not gonna do your job.
Okay, I get the grub if you guys got the... Hey, where's the campfire? And what happened to the tent?
Why don't you ask Miss Know-It-All, Queen of the Twigs?
Oh, yeah? Well, you're Mr. Lazy Bum, King of the... Tent. Okay, listen, guys. Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
He's very
Why don't
wise.
you just switch jobs?
Just better
Sounds
be
good.
12.
Yeah,
You see that?
switch jobs.
Selling feuds and making peace. All in a day's work for the Avatar.
Appa.
Give him the fruit.
He's teasing him.
It's like a
Oh, he caught it. There we go. It's like
Nice.
a watermelon.
Come on, Momo, that's fair. Appa's got 5 stomachs.
true.
Does?
It's like with cows. They have 5 stomachs to
Here it is,
digest
The
things.
Great Divide.
Grass.
Wow. I could just stare at it forever.
Okay, I've seen enough.
It's like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know the canyon guy took reservations.
Of course you didn't. That's the ignorance I'd expect from a messy Zhang. So unorganized and ill-prepared for a journey.
This is definitely Robin.
Yeah.
Wait, here they come!
Oh my goodness.
Very posh.
Yeah. I like their music.
You're not seriously gonna cave into these spoiled Ganjians? I mean, we're refugees too. And we've got sick people that need shelter.
Hey,
So do they.
we've got old people who are weary from traveling.
Sick people get priority over old people.
Maybe you Zhans wouldn't have so many sick people if you weren't such slobs.
If you Ganjians weren't so clean, maybe you wouldn't live to be so old.
Why don't you both go?
No pressure.
And travel together?
Absolutely not. We'd rather be taken by the Fire Nation than travel with those stinking
Bradley.
thieves.
We wouldn't travel with you pompous fools anyway.
I am not pompous.
Here's the deal. You're all going down together, and Appa here will fly your sickened elderly across. Does that seem fair?
His job's gonna make us cross this whole thing on foot, isn't it?
Okay, all food better be in your gut or in the garbage.
It has them ready. All right. Pre-cooked.
Hope you all brought sacrifices.
He walks.
Sacrifice weapons.
Gotta make sure we can't be followed.
Smart
We'll
move.
be safe now.
No, we won't.
Can I drink some?
Yeah, no thanks.
We gotta help him.
That reminds me of a Shinigami. Its face.
Oh, yeah?
Do you remember that?
That's a cool move right there. Air whip. Air tornado
What
whip.
was that?
canyon
I
crawler.
want to be looking at that place.
And there's sure to be more. It's the Zhangs. They took food down here even after the guide told them not to.
What? If there's anyone who can't go without food for a day, it's you pampered Ganjins.
I hope you're happy. We're stuck in this canyon with no way out.
Enough! I thought I could help you guys get along, but I guess that's not gonna happen.
He could
We
get
should
out.
split up. Ganjin's on this side and Zhang's on that side.
He's good at this.
But you can never be too careful, right?
I agree.
Yeah,
They
in her way.
They need to be there.
I know, they both found their side.
Would you care for some bread, Katara?
So it was you guys who had food.
Oh, come now. You really think that tribe of thieves isn't smuggling food?
Where's Robin? I miss him.
I guess it's okay if everyone's doing it.
That's not a very good. That's not very good logic.
Why does your tribe hate the Zhangs so much?
Jump off a bridge.
You seem like a smart girl, Katara. I bet you would enjoy hearing some history.
It seems overly dramatic.
I know, it's so
From the
funny.
east to the west represents the
Shiny.
sun's rising and setting.
Seems like
It
it
was
would be
our
some sort of
tribe's
mocking.
ancient
Look how it's running.
redemption ritual.
It seems like some sort of mock
But as he
anime.
approached the gate, Jin Wei was attacked by one of the Zhang. That coward Wei Jin knocked Jin Wei to the ground and stole our sacred orb.
Care for some meat? Would I?
Called it.
I know what
You didn't even question it.
They both smuggled.
Everybody bringing food down here.
Oh, let's hear their side of the story.
It's all jagged and sharp.
Our forefather, Wei Jin, was leaving the western gate of our village
Oh my God.
when he saw a figure in the distance. Wei Jin tried to tend to the man's wounds, but Jin Wei insisted the orb was more important and asked him to take it back to his tribe. Instead of thanking him for his kind and selfless deed, they sentenced him to 20 long years in prison.
I can
We
wait.
Zhangs will never forget that injustice.
We'll be out of here soon enough. And then we can eat our weight in lychee nuts.
I haven't actually tried them yet.
Ew, ew.
Nah,
Aw.
I'll wait for the lychee nuts. But I need you all to put your heads together and figure out a way up this cliff.
Maybe the Zhang can climb the wall with their long, disgusting fingernails.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that to the Ganjin, unclipped fingernails is a crime punishable by 20 years in jail.
Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Perhaps the Avatar is right.
Yes,
Perhaps.
he is.
Yeah, I know, it's like stop arguing.
That's adorable.
Words will never solve our problems.
Action will.
Oh, you guys are complete
Oh,
idiots.
not that
I
way.
expected there to be a sword.
Ooh. Ooh.
Seriously, guys.
Anyone smuggled food down here? Unbelievable!
What is that?
So hungry. Is that egg custard in that tart?
I guess it was snake custard.
I haven't seen him like that. Oh!
I don't care about this stupid feud. I just want us to get out of here alive.
Even technology.
Whoa.
Wisdom.
Nice. Splats.
Oh, they can get up. Well, that's terrifying. And now they're helping the opposite person. Oh, crud! That was their only water.
Everybody, watch me do what I do!
This is disgusting and yet awesome. How are they staying on? Like the people stay on the backs of the animals.
Hopefully they have really strong legs to hold on.
They might be holding on to their fur.
Yeah, maybe
Find
grab
that
too.
looks like it.
Oh!
Ah,
They're
smart.
gonna
There you go.
die.
No, but they're screwed up there.
Perhaps we're not so different after all.
Thank
Too
God.
bad we can't rewrite history.
Uh-oh.
You thieves stole our sacred orb from Jin Wei.
You tyrants on
Leave it alone, you morons.
Years.
I don't actually remember this episode.
Wait
by
a
the way.
second. I might not look it, but I'm 112 years old. I was there 100 years ago on the day you're talking about. First of all, Jin Wei and Wei Jin weren't enemies. They were brothers. Twins, in fact. And they were 8. And most importantly, they were just playing a game. There was no stealing and no putting anyone in prison. Just a game. But they respected each other's differences enough to share the same playing field.
Well, they were
I
A's.
suppose it's time we forget the past.
And look to the future.
That's some luck you knew Jinwei and Wei Jin.
I made the whole thing up. You did not.
He did.
That is so wrong.
Now where's that custard tart? I'm starving.
Well, then again,
That's
say that it was
so
300
wrong.
years. That happened. That took place.
200 years ago when he was only 100.
No, 300 years ago. And
Every pause it.
he's only one.
You love the music.
Well, he's a liar. Did we learn that much?
Yeah, we learned that he was a liar for sure. But it was kind of cool how Aang told the story at the end. A lot of history can be manipulated or changed.
Bias. I learned that from school.
Yeah, see? Because a lot of times it's not always 100% accurate.
Depending on the perspective of the different people,
They can
they can
simplify. Be
simplify
biased.
every one of them. Each person has their own reasonings, so they can make the other person look evil in comparison. Think about Hitler. He probably
Everyone
he
thinks
was
he's
trying
evil.
to justify it because he was talking about his point of view instead of everyone else that was getting murdered.
Mm-hmm. And you know that's actually and that's getting deep too. No, that's a big one. That's a huge one. Aang was there back in the day, and he saw it, and it was kind of neat that he was able to explain it totally not the way that the story was told.
Lied.
You know,
But
and he did. I know he did lie, which is kind of funny. But you know,
it took place
It's
300
metaphor.
years. He did say that they did say that it took place 300 years ago, so they could have put 2 and 2 together and figured out that if he was only 112 years old, then he wouldn't be able to see that.
Yeah. So I love that at the end too, when Aang was like, or Katara, I should say. Katara was like, "Ooh, that is so wrong." That's like awesome. That was so funny. But yeah, so the question you asked before is that why is that everyone's favorite episode? And we call this. I'm sure you've heard of this before, but they call it a filler episode. Do you know what a filler is?
Yeah, it takes a break from the plot and just sort of has an extra thing.
Yes, and I agree. It's not the best episode, but I think it had important meaning because Aang really showed his wisdom, and you had
Usually in
Sokka.
filler,
And he lied.
usually in these
And he
filler
lied.
kind
I
of
know, 'cause I
things,
get to
there
lie.
usually some sort of an other message. Or it could just be an entire season that doesn't follow the manga and just could be just like something completely different that they just wanted to have.
However, this didn't follow manga. They made this up. As
but
they
it
went.
can be one of two things.
It was neat on how divided they were, but then they came to an understanding that a lot of people have different perspectives, but just because you
They
think
can
you're right or the
sympathize
other
with
person's
themselves.
right doesn't always mean you have to fight over
Yes.
it. It's better to get along,
Depending
figure
on the
things out.
perspective,
When they
you
started-
can sympathize with the other person.
When they started,
Yes.
when Aang started
It's
the
good.
conversation and he was saying both of their names, I thought that he was going to say that they were the same person.
But yeah, so again, filler episode, but I thought it was important that we watch it so that way we can see how Aang's developing as a wisdom avatar or a wise avatar, and how Katara and Sokka are now understanding each other more. But siblings fight. We all fight. All siblings fight. I think we're going to continue to the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye!